So the thing recording is on. So for your information, during this MCO, many groups have affected by COVID. Not only the patient itself, even the families, and even the one that working on daily basis, or and also most of the industries that affected, like um, the one that working in the most of the industries like travel and all that, tourism and all. So here the thing is, we receive so many groups or communities that um, they don't have food supplies and all. So hopefully that our students and clubs could think about a good project for them. And also, like for schools, we have schools and teachers affected by this pandemic or this uh, COVID-19. Okay, so afterwards we're going to this is some of the target that you could target. So here, we would like you to think more on narrow target market. So who is your target market? First, if you like to target B40, B40 is too general. So B40 is the salary below 3,000 ringgit, and it will be too many people you have to help. Okay, so you need to narrow your target. First of all, might be youth. Okay, youth perhaps now, if you look at the what happened to the education industries, most of it to universities. Um, Most NGO helps students that stranded in campus, in and off campus. So they're helping out on giving food supplies. That's for NGO. And also maybe you would like to target more narrow to the kids, which is age 7 to 12 years old, maybe more on the awareness. Okay, what is COVID-19 and all. So this is I'm talking about you doing charity project. Not you have to go and meet them, but maybe you can use this online platform to create awareness. And we have, like for example, narrowed target like primary school or in Melaka, or which part of district in Melaka, or which part district in Selangor. So if it's in Melaka, we have 3 districts. We have Alor Gajah, we have Melaka Tengah, and also we have Jasin. So which part of district you would like to target? Okay, so this is more on the thing. We would like to brainstorm on what type of project and what a clear target market, uh, focus target market for your project. Okay, we go to the third slide, and finding the needs of your target. Okay, once you recognize your target market, you have to find their needs. For example, like I said just now, for the age of 7 to 12, what actually they like. Okay, if they like games, and also maybe some of the groups or some of the club and societies, they are good in IT, they are good in making videos, they are good in making what do you call that, some online learning or online platform. So they could do some specific subjects or interests for this for kids. Okay, and I don't see in Facebook or any social media yet that they create awareness like using cartoons for the kids yet. So now the kids are actually having a confusion like why they need to be at home for 34 days, which uh, is a school time. So might be perhaps you would like to create awareness to the kids. What is COVID-19? How actually it's affected their our life, and how actually it's very important for them to stay home. So this is very important on how you segmentize this different group according to different needs. Like if you like your target group will be teachers. Okay, teachers, then perhaps you what actually teachers problem right now or challenges that they face now. Like for example, they're having problems to start an online classroom. So perhaps you would like to do a manual for them to give it to them. So this is part of charity program. So you don't have to go to the school or giving talk or meet the the teachers, but you can actually all this you can organize through email, through conference, and giving them a platform, an online platform to make easier for them to teach their students. Okay, so this is looking at the segmentizing your group according to their needs. And also, for example, if looking at this narrow target market, if you like to be more narrow, it's like, for example, entrepreneur, okay, or usahawan, okay, entrepreneur that affected by this MCO or COVID-19. So most of them perhaps they do not know how to use Shopee, or perhaps they do not know how to use Facebook, Facebook platform to sell their products. So what you have to do is, why not you come out a 3 steps or an online learning for them, and share to your Facebook platform, to your club Facebook platform, and give it to the and give it for free to these entrepreneur that have affected by this COVID-19. Okay, so this is one of things that you can do. So you can actually stop me and ask questions. Okay, so what are the problems you need to solve? As I said just now, finding out problem statement. How can we teach the kids on hygiene or awareness of COVID-19? Okay, so according to the target markets, you know their needs and what are their challenges, and you have to find how, also the solution to help them. Okay, so because of we expected this this MCO till Raya, after Raya, and even after Raya, we cannot have this face-to-face contact that much, and we have to keep our distance like 1 meter, and also we cannot have kenduri or open house and everything. So still we need to do all these charity works. Still clubs needs to interested to do USR projects. So this is kind of thing that I would like you to think about it and brainstorm among club members on how you're going to help these communities. Okay. So method. What is the best method to reach the kids? What is the best method to reach the school or teachers or parents? So you need to think of, if you have all these solutions to help them, how to reach them. Okay, so for example, before we have this MCO started, we thought of doing online platform or online classroom to the teachers, okay, to teachers in rural areas. So in UCTC, in our department, we have lecturers, and we made a manual how to use Google Classroom, how to use what call Google Meet, how to do quizzes and all, how to assess the students and all. So we do the platform. So when we heard from the government that they started this MCO, then we give we give the lecturers we give the teachers modules for free. And what happened when we post in our Facebook and we share it with Jabatan Pendidikan Melaka, and it spreads and it has higher likes and also shared. So we're giving the module for free. Okay, so that is, you need to think about how to reach them, to reach the schools, how to reach the teachers, how to reach the parents. Of if you would like to target the entrepreneurs, how to reach these people. Because of in Facebook, if you want to share the free modules on online platform, how to sell in online platform and all, you can actually go to any groups. They have a lot of Facebook groups in a specific groups in Facebook. Okay, so you could actually share there, or also you can actually share in your Facebook page, and you can ask your friends to share it to you, to others. Okay, so that is the method. You have to find the best method to reach. To reach means that it's not having a contact. Okay, so to reach virtually. Okay, so impact. How to make your idea is rich and impactful, to make sure it reach the audience and get the feedback. Okay, so make sure that your idea is fit their needs and giving an impact. How to know that you have a positive impact, which is they actually will give a positive feedbacks, or you design a simple feedback form. Okay, you design a simple feedback form, and that form showed that your objective is reached, or your objectives is or your objectives are achieved. Okay, that is very important for your report. Okay, so impact of a certain project is very important. Okay, so like for example, we try to move away a bit from the charity works. Like for example, sports club. Okay, sports club, their objective is they want to do sport. They need to have sports activity. Okay, and during this MCO, we cannot even play a football. Okay, with friends and all. So what they do is they do e-games, e-sports. So how to make sure that it's impactful? So to make it impactful means that e-games might be they perhaps they have 20, 20 or 30 20 or 30 students joined. Okay, the games, the e-games. Okay, and also they like the games like PUBG and everything. So that is considered sports, the online games. Okay, so make sure that the project that you propose is impactful and fit the needs of teachers, fit the needs of students and all. Okay, okay, that's all. Very fast. So any question? This is on the how to initiate USR initiative during MCO. How to propose a project in USR. Any questions? So any clubs that interested to do projects, okay, any clubs that interested to do projects in charity works, you actually have to fill up USR forms. We have proposal templates. Okay, we have proposal templates. So you need to fill up uh, um, forms. Then we will actually evaluate one by one all the functions under this USR proposal, in the USR proposal. Then after that, um, we'll verify it. If it's related with the cost, please note down what cost, how many budget needed for the USR, because of we actually grant funds, okay, for USR projects. Okay, so even though it's during this MCO, if we feel that the objective is very good and the project is impactful, we'll give you funds for you to run USR project. Okay, any questions so far? I'll give you about 5 minutes to ask me question through chat box, or perhaps you would like to unmute and ask question. Okay, USR form. I'm going to talk about, because of supposedly tomorrow we have another workshop, right? So now, by today I would like to finish everything. So afterwards, I'm going to show you the USR forms and also USR report submission afterwards. Okay, any questions related to the training just now? Any questions?
Like when we do any form, when we do any posts on Instagram or Facebook, do we still need to inform Stat that we have post something about it regarding about tips and tricks or this? Do we still need to inform Stat?
Yes, you need to inform, because of if you still if you using your club's names, you use MMU logo and all, or you use maybe your club's logo, is still considered as USR. So you need to report to us that you are doing fundraising. Perhaps you are sharing modules through your IG. Yes, you need to report to us.
Hello, madam. Rishanti
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Madam, I want to clear my doubt that for community means for everybody, right? Including the frontliners, schools. I mean, Riot Malaysia.
Yes, it's
everybody.
charity. It's the charity objective oriented charity. Anything
Okay,
that related to
charity.
charity. Yes.
It, okay, so if example like we want to do any project, madam, you need to ask the USR from madam.
It's okay. Afterwards, I'm going to give you the link for USR form because of right
Okay.
currently we have a system. Currently, we actually have a new system for USR. So it's still 90%. It's still not yet finished. Okay. So now we are using Google Form. So I will give you the link. Then you just fill up the form. Then after that, we receive the form and we notify you you can proceed or not to proceed. But during this MCO, if you helping or you do fundraising, anything that related to the helping out for this COVID-19, we will actually release, we actually give approve your project.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
No problem. Okay, another question from Amira. These charity projects must include monetary donations. Okay, for example, in this USR, if you actually do not want to ask STPL, which is funds from STAT, you actually can proceed. If you do fundraising, it should be no problem. Fundraising, you just stated in the proposal that you're going to fundraise how many amounts of fundraising that expected fundraising amount. Okay. So if you need funds from UCTC or STAT, you need to specify the amount. Okay, they have a cost breakdown in the proposal. It's very important for you to specify the breakdown. So if you don't need at all stat funds, then it should be no problem. Okay, but you need to specify how much fundraise that you need. Okay, so means the USR proposal have to go through verification from UC then to stat. Yes, correct, Sharil. Okay, actually, you now, if you remember last time, okay, clubs and societies actually, club and societies, if you have projects or programs, you will actually propose it to SDA, right? So last time SDA handle all the projects except sports. So now SDA has given this charity works on to UCTC. So UCTC handle USR projects. So any proposals that related to charity works or USR works, you need to uh, uh, send it to us, submit to us. Okay. So any questions? So for
Madam,
yes,
wait, last week, if I'm not mistaken, Stat actually have some kind of meeting with the non-sports club and the sports club. So, Kak Nita, she actually mentioned something about the level of approval. Is it the same thing that we have to apply for the USR thing?
yes, sama je. Same thing. Same thing. The only thing is you will get verification from SDA, right? So for the USR proposal, you have to get it approval, which is verification from UCTC. So in Cyberjaya, you will send, even you send it to Mr. Hani Yusri, Mr. Hani Yusri will give it to me or Mr. Mustafa. Okay, so if in Melaka, if you submit it to Puan Nita, Puan Fazanita, Puan Fazanita will refer it to USR, to UCTC. Anything that related to charity works, they will give it and refer to UCTC. So the approval, the level of approval is the same thing. The only thing is when it comes to the charity works, it will go through UCTC. Okay, is it
So means that the approval is not approved by the manager of STAT, but instead of UCTC manager. Am I right?
okay? For your information, instead we have nearly around 6 to 7 managers. So each managers will have different portfolio. So If you give to SDA, which is Puan Fauzanita, it's all related with all programs, like for example, with all student development programs, okay, student development programs. But when it comes to charity works, it will go to me. I'm also a manager. I'm a manager UCTC. So Puanita is manager for SDA. So stat manager will be comprises of 7 to 8 different portfolios, But it's okay. If the proposal you submit it to Puanita, Puanita will give it to me anyways. Should be no problem. It will be not an issue. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Good. So the thing is why we do that, because of UCTC handles USR funds, all the charity funds. So clubs who apply for that who actually propose or submit proposal or submit USR proposals, okay, we actually could give you, looking at your cost breakdown, looking at the objective and impact of a program, we actually could grant you a budget for that for USR project. Okay, so for Partnita, they will have a different funds for another objective, in particular student development programs. Okay, but in the same time, there's a case. Okay, there's a case. Uh, last year, there's a case last year. Sekolah at MMU. Not sekolah MMU. Something like clubs like UPG, if I'm not mistaken. They apply for charity works, and also they apply to SDA. And looking at their UPG club, they have funds. They still have funds left in for UPG clubs. So they apply for FTP for UPG. Then they apply, then they're looking at the objective of the program is related to charity, and they ask for UCTC fund, charity funds. So UCTC support and giving out funds too. So clubs still have money and they can use that, and USR also they can fund USR project. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? Can we proceed to the USR forms? Okay. Okay, thank you Syaril. Anak habis cepat-cepat dia akan makan-makan. Sekejap ya, saya buka. Proper SOP.
There seems to be increased number of participants. So for those who haven't write down your names, can you write down your names at the chat box? Thanks, yeah.
Another thing that I would like to remind that some of the students actually give us proposal and they would like to hand over food supplies. So we actually not encourage you to go down to the field and give a food supplies. Okay, because of we like you to be at home, to be with your family and not going out. We will not give you a letter to for you to go out and giving out food supplies. Okay, if anything happens, like for example, if suddenly you've been stopped by police or army and you get caught, we will not responsible for that. That's why in this what do you call that, in this workshop, we actually encourage you to do more more USR project, but not we are not encourage you to go to the field. Okay, because of we have case that students get caught by policemen and we cannot do anything. We don't come up with any letter to allow you to go to help out all these poor people or B40 and all. So what you do is you need to think critically, which is why not you call the vendor or you call the malls or suppliers, ask them to send out to the poor people, affected people. Okay. So these riders and these suppliers, they can go out and send food supplies. So we will not we don't like you to go out from your house, okay, to do charity project. For other students who just come in, welcome, and please write your attendance at the left chat box, okay. And also Bika, maybe you can perhaps you put the link for the training feedback form.
Sekejap eh.
Okay, for the first workshop, okay, for the once again, how to initiate USR initiative during MCO. Okay, please fill up the form and fill up the training evaluation form, everyone. Then I will proceed for the uh, next module, which is on USR, report, SOP. So everyone, please fill up the training evaluation form. So if you have any ideas or suggestion, also you can actually fill up there. Same thing. Actually, I would like to try to finish it all by today. I would like to try to finish it all the 2 slides by today, so that tomorrow session is for Melaka, because of just now I asked most of you actually from Cyberjaya. So from Melaka students, they have class at this session right now. So I would like to postpone tomorrow's session on Saturday. Okay. So tomorrow we do not have session. Okay, we will postpone it on Saturday. So today I would like to finish another slides, which is very simple, very fast. Okay, on USR forms and report submission. Can you fill up the form while waiting? My name is Hani Suhaila. I haven't introduced myself earlier, is it? Sorry. My name is Hani Suhaila. Yes, Hani Suhaila Ramli. Thank you. And Kak Bika, Nora Bika. Sorry I forgot to introduce myself sebab lapar. I tak makan, so I lupa. So while waiting for others to fill up the form, siapa yang stranded dekat campus? Ada siapa ke stranded dekat campus, kat Cyberjaya dengan Melaka? Dekat Cyberjaya hari tu, student yang stranded dapat makan nandos Ni kluster kayangan ke apa? Kluster kayangan. Dapat makan nandos dekat Cyberjaya ni. Yeah, we combining both today. Okay. Who's actually done with your training evaluation form? Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Imran. Okay. Next on the USR proposal. Okay. Okay, this is a bit of SOP. Okay, SOP for USR proposal. Okay, a bit of the okay, let me open my video so I can see myself here. Okay, can you see? Okay, good. Okay, where is my, okay, here. Okay, so here for your information, this is USR, University Social Responsibilities Activities in 2019. Okay, so for your information, any USR projects, okay, that you propose and that you run and you implemented into 2019, we captured in our database. Okay, why we captured in our database? Because of every universities, all the universities in Malaysia, they need to capture USR for setara ratings. For your information, University Technology Petronas, they got 6 stars. Okay, they got 6 stars in the setara rating. Okay, and we in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, we only got 4 stars of setara rating. Why we lack of 6 stars? Why we didn't get 6 stars? Because of our poor reporting in USR. Okay, our poor reporting in university social responsibilities activities. But if looking at the KPI target for every year we target 108 activities. Okay, every year we target 108 activities. And in 2019, we reached 205. Okay, we reached 205. That's a lot, means that we exceed, right? So for club societies only, you actually manage to implement, you manage to run 70 USR activities. That is very, very good. Okay, so out of 108, 70 is coming from club and societies, and the rest is coming from the faculties. Okay, so thumbs up, very good for those who actually done a very good job in USR projects. But unfortunately, okay, the report is not complete. Okay, the report is not complete, and uh, if you look here at the report, the completed report is only 27. 25 from Melaka, and Sabah Jaya, only 2 submitted complete report. An incomplete report means that they perhaps they don't have enough pictures, perhaps they don't give us transaction or receipts, okay, a good financial report. Okay, so Melaka has 2 incomplete report and Cyberjaya has 1 incomplete report, and the rest is no report at all, 19, which is in Melaka, and Cyberjaya 21 never submitted report. So you have 21 activities, USR activities in Cyberjaya, but they have not submitted report. So do you know the complication of this? If you calculate incomplete and no report is around, in Melaka is around 21. Okay, in Cyberjaya is around 22. So 21 plus 22 is around 43. Betul tak? So it's around 43 incomplete plus not completed report. So it means that if we submitted this report, USR report, to Setara ratings, okay, to Setara, we submitted the report to Setara rating, they will delete all the incomplete and not completed report. So it's around 42 minus 205. Okay, berapa tu? 42 minus 205 berapa tu? Saya buka calculator. So it's around 163 only our USR activities. Tapi that is for club and societies. We haven't actually calculate faculty that haven't submitted their report. Perhaps we will actually not reach our KPI target, which is 105 every year. So that's why it's very important for UCTC to record your proposal submission and also to record your report submission. Okay, faham tak? So all the details in the USR reports and all the details in the USR template is actually matched with what Setara wants. So it's not things that kita buat-buat atau step tambah-tambah untuk make it proposal complicated. No. This is what Setara rating wants. So in order for us to get 6 stars. So UTP, they get every year they get 6 stars rating. This 6 stars rating is very important, okay, for MMU because we would like to be in a national level, international level recognized. Okay, so USR doing charity for the communities is very important for branding and is very good reputation for MMU. And you have to remember that you are the one who actually contribute to the brand recognition of MMU. Okay, so if you want to be a good contributor to it, so you need to give a really good uh, um, completed report. Okay, so for the report, should we submit it both to SDA? No, no, it's okay. Once you submit to SDA or once you submit to UCTC, it's centralized. It's the same thing. But the only thing is the features or the what I call the elements. Okay, the elements of the report for USR might perhaps will be different than SDA. Okay, so if SDA submitted to us, we will ask for more details. We will ask for more details because of for USR we're giving it to the Setara ratings. Okay, so the USR report that I will show it to you afterwards, and also USR for form submission, we adopt 100% from UTP. Okay, which is we have benchmarked it last year and they give us the full report. Okay, they give us the full template and we get permission for them to copy the whole template. Okay, because of we would like to benchmark with the really good universities. Okay, so here I'm going to show you the okay, this is our target. So for 2020 target, okay, this is our 2020 target, 8 activities. And until today, we have around 55 activities. Okay, until today we have 55 activities because of during MCO, we have many clubs actively involved in charity works. Okay, so that's why we would like to encourage you to do more. Okay, betul kan Bika? Kita ada 55 sekarang. Bika mana? Bika tidur ke?
Yes, sorry, muted.
55 jangan. Bika you kena check. Yang lain tidur ke? You have to actively talk, communicate in chat box. Ni bukan kelas, okay? So you jangan macam idle, okay? So everybody can talk. I know in the class, you boleh macam sambil-sambil tidur, sambil-sambil makan. I have no problem sambil-sambil makan. Okay. So this is USR template. Nanti yang ni kita share, okay? Siapa yang datang workshop hari ni, kita share the Google link, okay? Okay, so for your information, this is the Google, this is the link for USR proposal template. And after MCO lifted, hopefully, insyaAllah, our system dah siap. Okay, our system is more on intranet, so you can actually get it from the intranet. Yang tu kita ada USR proposal template. Okay, yang tu lagi more user friendly, which is you can upload and everything. Okay, and kita ada button which is I can approve or I can reject your proposal and all. Okay, so as for now kita guna dulu Google Form. Okay, so this is the USR form punya URL link. Okay, first you will see all this you will see this all the functions here. You can isi your email address. Okay, your email address you can isi. So hopefully yang isi ni perhaps you punya secretary lah, secretary of your project. Then you put your project manager's name, who's the PIC. Okay, PIC ni very important. Why? Because of nanti kalau tak cukup report ke apa, okay, nak kena betulkan and everything, so we will call project manager to do it. Okay, so which club, if you are from SRM, you tulis nama penuh lah, Sekretariat Rakan Muda. If you're from faculty, and also you should write from faculty. Okay, so which campus? Cyberjaya or Melaka. Okay, so project title, you letak project you apa. Fundraise for frontliners in hospital Seremban. Contoh. Okay, project title ke apa dia. Okay. Then go for the second page, you have background. This is background of your project, okay? Bukan background you punya profile. Okay, ini background of your project. Okay, what you going to do with your project? A bit of the macam summary a bit about your project. Mission and aims, okay. I have received few proposals. Mission and aims ni you can letak apa tu, mission and aims ni you boleh letak macam what do you expect from this project, okay? This is what's your mission, okay? What's your mission? Ya, saya.
Nak tanya kan dekat form tu dia ada stated must be submitted 2 months before, right? So if SRM nak buat program during Ramadan, so is it still gonna be approved or not?
Okay, tak ada masalah. Untuk Ramadan, untuk MCO, untuk Ramadan, untuk this crisis, should be no problem. You can actually submit it to us. But why I put 2 months? Because of like for example, because of we receive a lot of charity works that you like to go to Johor, you like to go to Sabah, you like to go to Sarawak kan. So that kind of project we need 2 months, ample time for us to look at your proposal.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
So for crisis, for Ramadan yang dah nak dekat ni, should be no problem. You can actually fill up je. So kita dalam tu tak ada timeline pun. So you just isi. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Sini ya. And objective of the project. So objective of the project ni kita ada dua. Okay, kita ada dua framework, which is are you going to focus on kita ada tiga, kita ada education, kita ada community development, kita ada ICT and digitalization. So objective of the project ni you kena precise, you kena objective oriented. Okay, you nak aim siapa, you kena ada like for example the number and the figures that you like to aim. Okay, so sebab apa, when it comes to objective of the project ni, in the end you kena you kena meet the target. Okay, you kena meet the target of your project. So you kena aim something like for example, kalau you nak ajar students, okay, you nak ajar budak sekolah rendah on the something like macam apa you nak ajar online learning, okay, you nak ajar online learning like for example ajar maths or ajar through quizzes and all. So you nak target berapa ramai yang for this project, to aim 100 year 6 students for maths project, something like that. So that it has to be figured. Selalunya when it comes to objective project, it has to be number and figure so that in the end you will know whether your objective achieved or not. So like sebab tu bila come to objective, it is much more numbers and figure yang you can achieve. Okay, atau like for example you said that during Ramadan you nak bagi makan like for example 100 homeless. So you kena aim like to feed 100 homeless in masjid negara during Ramadan, macam tu. So dia kena ada number and figure so that when it comes to the solution wise, yang turn up perhaps 80. So you haven't reached your target, 80 out of 100. So you kena ada number macam tu. Or like for example, you nak ada impact of your project. So you kata you buat online learning. Dalam online learning tu you ada quality of your online learning, dia ada satisfaction and non-satisfaction. And you said that you would like to aim level 4 of satisfaction for your online learning. Where do you get that level 4? Is from your training feedback form. Kalau you buat online learning tapi orang tak faham pun the content that you do it, okay, and what actually the purpose of your training, then they give you level 2 saja satisfaction. So means that you don't meet your level 4 satisfactory. So in objective of the project, it has to be numbered. Kalau you just cakap very simple macam very simple like macam macam mana selalu objektif yang I terima tu selalu objektif yang I terima ni dia ada macam M untuk apa, E untuk apa, S untuk apa. That is more on your mission and aims. Okay. So tapi objective is more on how many people that you targeted, how many orphan centers that you are targeted, how many teachers that you have targeted, what type of content or quality of project that you would like to target and everything. So objective is it has to be easily measured. It has to be measured. Okay, yang tu nanti because of I'm looking at I'm trying to benchmark with the university like Taylor's, KDU and Petronas. The reason why their project is impactful because of dia ada target numbers and figure. Then dia tahu that in the end dia buat statistik dah berapa ramai dah dia dah tolong and berapa ramai dah dia dah achieve and everything. So this is very important. So you kena pilih lah which cluster, whether you nak target on education wise or you want to target in community development or you want to target on ICT and digitalization. Okay, this one on objective. Project details, title, project details, title, date and time and venue location. Kenapa I letak title kat situ? Title like for example kalau you nak buat training untuk budak sekolah, you letak title modul apa, bila time dia, venue dia. Okay, so project details ni you kena letak one by one lah sebab I tak letak apa tu numbers of words, so you can actually write it more. This is proposal, so you can write banyak-banyak, tak ada masalah. Okay, so title, date and time, venue and location. List of team members, kalau ramai, okay, name, student, ID and program. Kalau ramai, you just upload saja PDF file in this list of team members. Okay, and also you can put a job task for each of the list of team members. Okay. Project team chart is like organizational chart. I would like you to draw a team chart. So selalunya proposal you dah siap, cumanya that part of team chart you just add file here lah. So you tak perlu nak tulis satu-satu. Okay. So this is project team chart. Untuk publicity ni, okay, this is on your proposal template. I just want you to have an idea who would like you to invite. Like for example, you would like to invite berita harian ke, or if you have at least a sample of press release what you going to give to media and all. So this media press release actually Kak Bika is very good in it. Okay, Kak Bika is very good on writing for media. So you can ask sample from Kak Bika and media invitation, like for example who you like to invite for your program. Yang ni if after MCO lifted lah. Tapi selalunya during this MCO, apa yang kita buat is we give to the news flash CCU dan kita bagi kepada surat khabar which is media through email. Okay, so you just write it down. Who would like you to give your media press release. Okay. Attendance of VIP, if any. Kalau ada, you letak. Kalau tak ada, you tak payah letak. Okay. Kalau tak ada, you just letak maybe kalau tak ada pun is maybe you invite Dr. Abdullah lah as a state director. Okay, or maybe me, my name pun boleh. Okay, should be no problem. So VIP or officiator ni tak semestinya VIP lah. Tapi we would like to encourage you like after MCO lifted, everything finished, dah okay, baru you invite VVIP. Okay, but you need to put it name here so that whether we approve or not. Okay. So project workflow ni is related with your project planning. Okay, project planning means that starting you do buat proposal 2 minggu. So after buat proposal submitted 3 weeks. Okay, then after that implementation details. Implementation details that for example fundraising it takes 1 month. So I would like you to do it in a Gantt chart so that you have a proper planning for your project. Because sometimes I receive so many proposals that it comes like in 2 weeks or it comes suddenly in sudden the next week you nak kita approve and you dah nak buat. So I didn't see what's your planning. So I tak nak terkejut-terkejut punya project. So I want you to have a proper planning for your project, for USR project. Okay. So this is need a Gantt chart lah. Kalau tak ada Gantt chart, you guna Excel pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Okay. So tentative of a program, okay, tentative for program and details of each program. So you need to upload tentative program juga. Okay, very detailed. So this one, for proposal, it's okay. You just upload first. You just upload tentative program. Kalau dah finalize, nanti when it comes to proposal submission, baru you upload yang finalized ones. For the for me, for idea saja or suggestion je, you can actually put it in the proposal template. So we can see that you have a proper, you have a detailed planning for your project. Okay. Then task or work allocation ni, okay, if you can see that implementation part, task work allocation ni, I want you to detail it out on your each department. Okay, what task? Like for example, you have a secretary. So what task of a secretary? Or you have treasurer, what they have to do it. You have fundraising department, what actually the job tasks and responsibilities. The marketing wise, marketing, if you say marketing in social media, which social media you would like to expose, marketing planning and all. So this task work and allocation here is very important. So then we know that the number of, let's say, project members 20, you ada 10 task department. Okay, so macam tu. So you kena letaklah dekat sini task and work allocation. This is more on job task and job responsibility. Okay. And cost estimation budget, please detail for overall and each department and must include expected income and details of expenditure. Okay, sebab yang proposal yang datang dia tak ada benda ni, and kadang-kadang dia punya kalau boleh you letaklah macam marketing cost apa, details, okay, sub topic for marketing apa yang you nak guna. So you come up with the costing. So for logistic, okay, each one of it, the cost, then the total. This is what I call that cost estimation budget. And also expected income. Income is coming from where? Is it coming from duit club, or is it coming from, you have to put the expected coming from UCTC, it's coming from corporate sector, sponsorship and all. So you need to detail it out each of the what do you call that, cost estimation budget. Okay. Any questions so far? Ya, saya.
Kalau contoh kita nak buat contoh macam online learning kan, but then in order for us to promote the program, we hired like a media social content creator. Is it like considered as, do we need to put the budget in the budget form tadi?
Kena semua, every single details you kena letak kat situ. Okay, every single detail you letak kat situ. So anything that related, of course, like for example you use your own money to travel and everything, guna duit minyak and all, so you letak kat situ. Sebab I nak elakkan, cuba avoid this all the words of miscellaneous, MISC tu.
Okay.
So you letak je. Okay, no problem. Apa, sorry saya buka slide ni, saya tak nampak question you kat sini. Where can I get the recording for this session as I can't join properly due to STP connection? Okay, tak apa. Nanti Miss Bika akan letak recording session and also give PowerPoint slide yang tadi lah. Okay. So we can send a copy and recording. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, last one. Okay, ni last How this project align with the university social responsibility? Choose and explain. Okay, so you can explain how you going to make this objective achieve. Okay, so you kena letaklah how. Tadi more on objective. Okay, how ni is finding out solution. Okay, finding out how your project going to align. So you kena jawab soalan ni lah. Kalau like for example, kalau objektif dekat atas ni, you tengok kalau objektif dekat atas ni objektif kan? Objective of the project, kalau you tengok ni objektif kan? Objective of the project ni, you letak 3. Okay, objective of the project ni, you letak 3. Okay, to achieve. So, dekat end tadi tu, macam mana you nak achieve 3 ni? Faham tak? So kalau 3 you cakap, kalau dalam objective for the report you letak education atau you letak community development punya objective to achieve uh, 100 B40 okay like for example to achieve or to educate 100 year 6 students in primary school macam tu. Okay, so dekat how tu, how you going to reach that 100 kids? How you going to educate them? So whatever that you put in objective here, so you kena answer dekat belakang ni, how you going to achieve? Okay, so one by one. Solution lah nak jawab dia. So nanti bila datang submission, baru you measure balik you dapat ke tak dapat. From your solution tu, okay, to achieve that objective ni, with this solution, nanti when it come to report submission, with the solution atau ways yang you buat tu, method you buat tu, achieve tak? So yang tu kita akan dapat nanti bila you dah selesai program tu. When it come part of the report submission tu. Okay? Ada question tak? Ni kalau you buat ni kan, kalau you buat proposal ni, graduate or convocation later, you can be a manager. This is a proposal for corporate sector then. Okay, what else? Do you have any questions so far? Okay, done with the USR. This is USR proposal submission. Okay, this is USR proposal submission. Okay, after you send it to us, this is your SOP. For this, submission through Google Form, you have to submit it to us first. Once we proceed, then you need to get the recommendation from your advisor club. Then I will verify it. Okay, I will verify your proposal. Then after that, you get approval from state director. If it's involved with this financial, then business support have to verify you punya financial first, costing and everything. One is done, then UCTC staff will key in STAP. Okay, that will be the SOP. Okay, submission of approval form first through Google Form. Then once we are okay with the proposal, you proceed with it, but with the recommendation of your club advisor, then verified by UCTC, then approved by state director. If it's involved with the financial, it relates with the business support, means that they agree with your costing, then accept, then we will keep in step. Okay, that would be on the USR submission. Then we proceed with ni macam saya cakap tadi, prepared by program director, recommended by advisor, verified ni. Yang ni explanation dia lah. So if it USR, it has to go through UCTC. If it's non-USR, it has to go through SDA. Both are applicable, it requires both budget. You can actually apply for both budget. Can club budget, UCTC budget. So we can give it to you that related to charity work. So USR activity and using SDP budget. Okay, that is the approval flow. Okay ke? Am I too fast? Miss, do we have any template to follow for the report? Yeah, template. That will be in a Google form. So you have to fill up the Google form only. Okay, the template is the Google form. Okay. So secretary don't have to fill up the step. No, for UCTC, we going to fill up the step. Secretaries fill up the step for if you have clubs budget, still have clubs budget, the secretary fill up STAP for clubs. But for if the project related to charity, UCTC will key in STAP for UCTC budget. Okay, this is different budget. I told you earlier that we have two different budget. If your club still have money, you will apply for your club's budget. But if it's related to charity work, you can actually apply for both. Okay, UCTC will give budget only for charity projects. Okay, faham, good. Okay. Mestilah faham, I kan lecturer 10 tahun, 10 years, so I'll have to make sure you understand. Okay, okay. Now for the USR report submission. Okay, remember just now earlier, I told you earlier here, we have a problem, we have challenges here. We have challenges here where we have clubs have incompleted report and we have clubs that never submitted report. Nampak ni? Okay, so this is the numbers, the numbers here that we detected that most clubs run their projects short sendiri. Then after that we don't see where's the report. Okay, we need that report. Why? Because we need to get a higher level of ranking. Okay, universities level ranking, because USR is part of it. Okay, so we need a sufficient report. So here is the template. Okay, template of the USR report. Important. Okay. So this is USR report submission. Report need to submit 2 weeks after event. Okay, after event finished, done. Okay, so you need to submit your reports. So each club society shall submit a final USR report to address how project goals have been achieved. Okay, so this is the report submission link. Ini dia. Okay, so first as usual, email address. Okay, kena ada email address you. So project manager pun sama. For your information, once we have system, okay, once we have system later, I think another 1 month the system is ready. So once we have system, all these project manager, club society will be captured. You don't have to fill up. It's captured from the earlier earlier proposal that you have submitted. So you don't have to fill up all these details. Okay. So tapi since that we have to do it manually through Google form, you have to submit again and make sure that it will be the same as you have submitted earlier. Okay. So dia sama dengan what you have submitted in the earlier USR proposal template. Okay. So put your same project manager, same club, okay, and campus pun Cyberjaya. Okay. Campus Cyberjaya apa sih kat bawah tu? Tak nampak. Lari dah. Okay. Project title. Okay, letak project title. Put the project title down here. Okay, this is first page, then second page, then third page, you put executive summary. Executive summary is like a summary of your whole project. It's a narrative, a story about your project. Okay, it's a summary. So you have to put a one paragraph. Okay, okay. Like for example, this summary is good. Why is good? Because of sometimes Kak Bika need this for report for flash news, report for media and all. So you need to put a thorough narrative for your project for executive summary. Then table of contents. Okay, you just add a picture or a PDF for your table of contents. Then introduction, which is the project introduction or project background earlier. You can put it here. Okay, aim and objectives. Remember the objectives that I told you. Okay, you can capture the same aim and objective in the previous proposal. Okay, project flow, project workflow for the report submission. If you have changes, so you need to add the updated project workflow. Okay, you need to update the latest or updated project workflow. Okay, how this project align? This one you can capture the earlier proposal that you have submitted. Okay, the earlier proposal that you have submitted. So you can capture the same thing and put it here. Okay, and outcomes of the project is very important. Okay, outcomes of the project. What actually the results of your project? First, community development. Okay, is related to the community development, which is sustainability factor. Okay, how you strategize it to keep it long term and sustainable. Okay, so you have to answer this question. How are you going to strategize it to keep it long term and sustainable? So this is the outcome of your project, part one. Okay, like for example, sekejap apa example dia? Like for example, from the outcome of the project part one, you are doing it. You are doing modules. Okay, you are doing modules for year 6. Okay, you are doing modules for year 6 and you realize that it's a successful modules and the teachers like it, and how to keep it long term. Perhaps you would like to have it every 2 months, or perhaps you would like to have it more modules, not only for maths, you would like to do it for science and all that. So make sure that the project that you are doing at first and it is successful, and you would like to keep on continue to do other things, right? To you keep continue to have more projects. Okay, so this is how to make your project sustainable. What's the difference between sustainable and one-off? One-off is like, for example, contoh, because of I read so many proposals from the clubs. These clubs, they would like to go to the schools and they teach. They teach, like for example, Adobe Photoshop. They teach programming and all. Okay, so when they teach the students, like for example, dia pergi sekolah form 3 in Johor and they teach. Then after that, next year, they will go to another 2 schools and they teach. So you can't see the outcome of your teaching. You can't see outcome of your module. What what happened to these form 3 students? Are they still using it? Are they still using your modules? So in order for to keep it sustainable, okay, or long term, why not next year when they are in form 4, you make it an advanced module. You teach the same students, you go to the same schools, and you teach advanced module, so that you can see the progress of your students. Okay, so like for example, you are teaching this year 6 maths. Okay, and you give an online module for 1 month or 2 months, and you can see a progress. So means that they are good and they are familiar with your Google Classroom or quizzes or whatever. Then why not for next 2 months, which is another set of team, which is the same club, you focus on science. Then you can see that you target the same 30 students and you can see their progress. So that's what we call as sustainability. We don't want you to touch one place, then finished, then you don't go and ask for their feedbacks. You don't actually see that whether your module that you have taught earlier is actually helping them for current situation, and you just go to another group and you touch another group. So you don't have a concurrent outcome, or what we say that sustainability factor there. So you need to have, now your project you need to have maybe sekolah angkat, or perhaps you need to have a rumah anak yatim angkat. Just focus to one center and you groom them, and then you can see their development. Two outcomes of the project. Yang tu sebenarnya projek tu sangat bagus. Okay, projek tu sangat bagus. And projek ni yang sebenarnya this is the project that most of the universities doing nowadays. Okay, the more the students, the more the group from day one, then they leave it, then after that they will come again and they move again, and then you will see the progress of the target group. Okay, so this is sustainability factors, how you're going to strategize to keep it long term and sustainable. Okay. Then impact factor, remember the objective that I told you earlier, that you target how many people, have you achieved that impact factor? Okay, how many of us that achieve the mission? How many students that achieve? How percentage? Like for example, you targeted 200, but 20 of them only understand your modules. 20% only get or grasp the Adobe Photoshop module and all. So you need to do that findings. Only 20% understand the module for Adobe Photoshop. That is your impact factor. On we have earlier we targeted hundreds. Okay, hundreds unemployed youth. Okay, 30 of them get their jobs, something like that. So we need to know your impact factor. We need to know the percentage. That this is what we said, that the objective earlier that you put in your proposal, this is the outcome. We need to know the result of your objectives. Okay. Then financial report. Okay, financial report. After the event finished, you need to add a file here. Testimonial and feedbacks is very important. Add file, maybe you have videos, feedbacks maybe from the feedback form, from your targeted community. Why we need that? Because of you need an improvement. If they give you suggestion and ideas, next time your juniors will go to the same place, they will improve your modules, they will improve your content. Okay, so make sure that you have testimonial, you have feedbacks from targeted group. And don't worry about the questions of your feedback form. You can actually just Google it, a sample of feedback forms for training, or several of feedback forms for workshops. They have tons or millions of sample in online. You just adopt it, it should be no problem. Okay. And testimonial, if you can get it video, it will be good. Okay, it will be good for your outcome of your project. Key achievement and recognition received. Key achievement and recognition, if you get certificates saying that, or if you get certificates saying that you have done a really good job, recognitions, perhaps maybe recognition from schools itself, recognition from the principals and everything. So you need to record it. So it shows that you have done a successful project. Media release. Maybe media release ni after 2 weeks of the event, it's hard for you to get on newspaper. Okay, but if you do have what I call that, a news and everything from Berita Harian, from News Straits Time and everything. So you just capture it and put it add file in the media release. But we would like to suggest that please try out your level best to put your project, to post your project on media, on the newspaper. Okay. So if you need contact of your medias, you can actually ask us. We can share with you all the media contacts. Okay, it's very important for you to show that you are doing good. The community is good for the brand recognition, and it's good for your clubs too, for your juniors and all. okay, to follow your steps. Okay, list of the networking companies that helping you out, which is organization bodies, government agency, and NGO. You have to list down. Okay, you have to list down the organizations or corporate sector that helping you out. NGOs. If you have 5 or 10, we just list out everything. It shows that many companies or you have many collaborators to support your project. Okay, and conclusion. The conclusion of this project, you put conclusion and recommendation. Recommendation is like what's next in 2018. How are you going to improve it? Okay, what's your target? So maybe perhaps current you only target 50 students. So next year in 2021, what is your target and all that? So this is very important because of perhaps for your junior from the same club, they can actually go to the same place, but they will follow your recommendations. Or maybe to target different modules for the same center or for the same school. So this is you have to write for 2021. Okay, uh, Secretariat Rakan Muda would like to focus on uh, module apa-apa, which module, and or you would like to focus on uh, form 3 school students and whatnot. Okay, so this is the recommendation. It has to be in 2021 and what's your next project and how to improve it. Okay, that is for USR report submission. Okay, this should be last page. Okay, internal funds, which is how much you get from UCTC, perhaps how much you get from UCTC or not UCTC, how much you get from STAT. Okay, how much you get from STAT. If zero, please indicate zero. External funds, this is if you fundraise. Okay, for your information, last year in 2019, USR projects for external fund, we managed to get, means the MMU, okay? MMU that doing USR project, they managed to get 300,000 ringgit. Okay, 300,000 ringgit. And I remember last year we have students that went to Kampung Kinjang. They are doing charity work. That project itself only 30,000 ringgit. Okay, so why is it important? Because these funds that capture internal and external will actually report it to Setara rating. Okay, we will report to Setara rating. It shows that students have capability to raise fund from external parties. So that will be adding advantage to university. Okay, so this is on the USR report submission or government funds, or you get it from kementerian, you will get this from the jabatan, okay, from JKM or zakat, whatever is considered as government funds. External funds is considered as the corporate sector, okay, private corporate sector, and internal funds is actually a use of funding. With NGO, if you get it from NGO, then you specify it. Okay, and I think private sector we have same thing. Okay. Private sector and also others. Others perhaps you own money, you own ASB money, ASB funds or whatever, so you indicate here. Okay, so this is on the USR report submission. Okay, what else? Okay, the last one, I think banyak kali dah cakap last. Okay, pictures, put pictures, a lot of pictures here, add file, pictures. Proof of funds donation received, if the money transferred to account, please capture the transaction. Okay, it's very important for you to have proof for all funds donation. Like for example, if it's stated here, sorry, if it's stated here, okay, if it's stated here you receive funds around 30,000 ringgit. So we would like to see the proof that you received 30,000 ringgit. It's not only the transaction in your account, but also perhaps a letter saying that this kementerian grant you 30,000 ringgit to do this project. Okay, or like for example, a receipt or whatever. Okay, so this is very important for you to put a proof. Uh, so for your information, the previous proposal, okay, the previous proposal that didn't give us um, didn't give a proof is considered as incompleted report. Okay, and receipt of expenditure is the one that what do you use the money that you receive, what you use it for. Okay, we need a receipt for that. Okay, so receipt of expenditure you need to upload here. Participant list is the participant list is it can include your own volunteers, and also it can be include the students students involvement. Not I mean students, the year 6 students, the one that you targeted. So we need that participant list. Okay, all these appendixes, picture, proof of foundation, receipt of expenditure, participation, this is very important because this is the reason why most of the report is incompleted, because they don't give us the important things. Okay, okay, any questions so far on these forms? Any question? Oh, banyak ni soalan. Sorry, I macam like tengok ni. Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you Bika. You covered on the chat box. I macam macam jalan je tak tengok. Okay, last one. The SOP for submission of report. Okay, you submitted the report through Google Form, and first it's very important for you to give it to your advisor to look through on your report. Okay, and they recommend it. Then after that, I will verify it to make sure that we don't have documents that you haven't filled up and all. Then after that, if it's complete, then I will verify it. Then after that, we will proceed for claiming. Okay, so now we have a new procedure that if you don't submit it, you don't submit your report, we don't proceed for claim. Okay, so you need to submit your complete report. Okay, then after that, after you give your all the receipts and everything, then we have UCTC staff, which is for Melaka. We have Abang Ray or Asri, or in Cyberjaya we have Abang Nik Zailan atau Cik Mus. They will help us for claiming process. Okay, then after that, done, finished. Okay. Okay, forms and report need to submit to UCTC coordinator for proper documentation. After approval, this report will be proceed for claiming and proceed to key in SDP or portal. Okay. What else? Okay, so this is our contact. Okay, this is our contact. And it's very important for you to fill up this training feedback report, training feedback form. It's very important for you to fill up training feedback form. So whoever that attending 2 workshops today, 2 modules today, which is the first one, how to initiate USR initiative during NCO, and second one on the proper USR activities. Okay, you submitted these 2 forms and you have email there, then we will give you the modules. Okay, so you have 2 forms to fill up. One is the how to initiate USR initiative during MCO. One, then I'll give you the modules for that according to email registered, or you fill up the training form. Okay, you fill up the training form. Then the second one, okay, you fill up this training form for the SOP for USR events. We will give you the modules. Okay, this one. Nanti Bika tolong copy link tu dekat chat box. Copy link dekat chat box untuk second module tu, punya training feedback form. Okay, for training feedback form tu, so everyone have to fill up 2 feedback forms in order for you to get the modules. Okay, so any question? Am I too fast? Can I know who's in charge for the business support or the report shall be forwarded? No, you just forward to us. We will do all the process. Okay, you just forward to us and we will do all the process. Okay, just when it comes to UCTC, when it comes to UCTC and SDA, we will check whether the report is complete or not. If it's not complete, then we'll give it back to you and you have to complete it, and it loops, it comes again. Once everything is complete, then we will send to business support. Okay, a business support is understand. We call it business support. They will handle all the finance. Don't worry about that. We're not going to throw you around. Okay, once you submit it to us, we will handle all the process. Okay. For your information, if you are attending right now, so you don't have to attend tomorrow session. So this UCTC workshop is finished. Okay, for those who are attending today, you don't have to attend anymore. Kak Bika is from UCTC. Kak Bika buka kamera. Orang nak tengok muka Kak Bika macam mana.
Dah buka kamera. Hi.
Okay.
Our office will be dekat TEC inside Melaka, which is above the main hall.
Hi Rika. Rika saying hi to abang and kakak here. Say hi to abang kakak.
Okay.
My friend from other class supposed to attend for tomorrow session. Okay. It's okay, Jamila. Tell them that we're going to come up with another poster. So that session will be on Saturday. Okay, that session will be on Saturday. Then we will give you the poster. Okay. Thank you, Jamila. Please tell them that we're going to do it on Saturday. No problem. Love juga. Lagi? Ada question lagi? No problem, Charil. Thank you. You're welcome. Any question for the USR? Am I too fast? I will give you the manual. I will give you the, you can actually check on the link. Go and play with it, but don't submit it. Go and play and look at the features there. Okay. Once you are ready with a proposal, then you fill it up. Okay. Any questions? Fill up the training form, please. Before we end this session, I want everyone to fill up the training form. So we have 20 students. So everyone should fill up 2 forms. Okay, 2 forms. One for how to initiate USR during MCO. Second, how to fill up USR forms. 2. 2. How to initiate USR during MCO and how to fill up USR forms. For those who like to do charity works, like for example, after MCO is finished, you would like to go elsewhere, like for example, Johor to do works like sekolah and MMU, or other clubs that would like to go Perlis or Kedah to do work. If you like to discuss about the ideas, should be no problem. You just email to us to book an appointment. If you are in Cyberjaya, we will tell you when we are going to Cyberjaya and we can sit down and discuss about the ideas and proposal. Okay, we could brainstorm together about the charity work. Okay. Okay. If you've done with the training evaluation form, okay, I think Kak Bika will check afterwards who actually not fill up. Then she will send again through email. Okay. Then if you have finished both training form, I would like to say thank you so much. This representative from CSC will join the next session. Do I have to fill up both form? Yes. If you're attending right now, you need to fill up. For next session, we'll give another forms. Okay. No problem, Zarina. Thank you so much. For those who have finished, fill up the form. You actually can leave the session. Thank you so much. No problem, Rishanti. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Rishanti. Stay home. Stay safe.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Stay
you.
home. Stay safe.
Bye. Stay safe.
Thank you, Ko. Bye,
Bye, madam.
Kitana. Bye, Faris.
Bye.
Tim.
Thank you,
Bye.
madam.
Okay, no problem, Madam.
Bye, Jamila. Thank you. Jamila ni boleh jadi Insta famous. Lawa.
Madam boleh jadi Insta famous.
Saya dah tua, dah 40 tahun dah.
Madam
Natural
memang Insta
beauty.
famous. Zumba famous.
Jangan
Thank you, Kak
lupa
Bika.
follow our Facebook account, University Community Transformation Center. Bye, Kati Rezen. Bye. Bye, Adham. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We are a good host. We are waiting for others to leave. Another 3.
3. Idol kot. Tertidur.
Tidur. Siapa yang
Okay.
tinggal tu?
One
Lagi
more.
One more siapa tu?
One more Adham.
Wait, Adham tak tertidur ke?
Tak, tadi dia dah reply. Thank you for the tips. You're welcome.
Thank you for what? For the tips.
Bye Adham.
Bye Rika. Bye Rika. Say bye to Abang Adham. Abang tak leave lagi ni ha. Say bye-bye. Halau dah. Bye. Bye babe. Record tu kalau letak kat mana?
Hah?
Record tu tak kat mana?
Dekat Dropbox nanti dia hantar dekat UCTC email.
Tapi boleh ke update dia dekat ni? Facebook.
Tak boleh. Macam berat lah. Aku rasa sebab dah 2 jam kan. So aku ingat nak letak dekat YouTube lah.
Letak kat YouTube. Okay. Lepas tu nanti tengok feedback form tu ramai tak isi macam aku
So far yang dah isi tadi 23, total 44.
Okay.
Okay lah.
Nanti kau nanti share kau punya feedback.
Alright, sure.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Aku penat. Tak apa.